So if you are interested in making America great again, if you're interested in a robust and vibrant economy, if you're interested in greater revenues to help solve public policy problems, if you are interested in creating jobs, well, then you should be supporting the legal cannabis industry across the country.
Yeah.
It's our intention to identify, reach, and mobilize millions of pro-cannabis voters to remind the President respectfully of his pledge and to urge him to keep it. Attorney General Jeff Sessions says, and I quote, "Good people don't use marijuana." No, Mr. Attorney General, sick people use marijuana, millions of them. And withholding medicine, withholding a prophylactic that helps people, it's bad public policy. Now, I would also have to tell you that I've been such a long-term supporter of cannabis rights that I am getting into the business myself. And with partners, I am farming a new strain of marijuana, and we're doing this with all of our California state permits in Yorba Linda, California. And the name of this strain is Tricky Dick. Now, some people say when you smoke this, you become paranoid and you want to go to a Chinese restaurant. That's actually not true. And we hope to have our first harvest this October. We do not yet have a distributor, so anybody who would have an interest can come see me or one of my associates. But it demonstrates two things. One, despite my longtime association and yes, my affection and reference to a president who reached a nuclear arms limitation agreement with the Russians, opened the door to China, desegregated the public schools, desegregated the trade unions, saved Israel in the 1973 Yom Kippur War, gave us the Environmental Protection Agency, launched the war on cancer. Despite all those great accomplishments, the greatest mistake, as I said, by our 37th president was the war on drugs. So there is some irony. I can tell you that at the end of his life, when I spent a substantial amount of private time with the former president, and when I was able to show him the raw statistics on incarceration and a number of the other byproducts of the ignominious, expensive, racist, failed war on drugs, by the time of his death, I think the president acknowledged that the war on drugs was a failure. And now we have a bunch of drug warriors like Jeff Sessions, like John Kelly, like Chris Christie, who would like to be the drug czar, God forbid. They would like to reignite the war on drugs. We already incarcerate more people than any country in the world. We are rehabilitating no one. We've created a cottage industry in prisons, which employ all of these political cronies, shall we say.